Hey guys, welcome back to Marriages Restored in Faith. My name is Ray.
Hi, guys. My name is Dora. We thank you for joining us today. And as you can see there, and there's our other platforms there that you can subscribe. You can also share our content. We would very much appreciate if you would do that. And there is our email there if you would like to get a hold of us. That is the only way to do so. And we will get back with you as soon as possible.
Yeah, we need your help in sharing our videos and sharing our content that we share with you. The reason why, as you see the title, Digital Health Control, that right there is going to get YouTube, Facebook, all social media platforms that they monitor this stuff. They get upset at this stuff.
Yeah.
Why? Because they don't want you to be informed. A person that is not informed is misinformed.
Yeah.
You must say, how do you mean that? Well, if you're not informed of what is really going on, if you're not awake, if you're not seeing it, if you're not paying attention, then what is really happening, you're so distracted and you're believing what they're trying to advertise to you, trying to tell you this is what we're really trying to do, when that's not the case. So why do we put it digital health control? Because that is what's coming next. They said within 6 months, everyone should be on it. So basically, by next year, everyone will be on this health.
Yeah.
It'll be on your phones. You'll see it here in a second as we share this video with you, and it's directly from them. They are literally selling you something that's not really for sale.
Right.
I mean, just think about it. Is your health really for sale? Although there are some people out there that will
That are
sell a
willing to do
kidney,
that. Yeah.
will sell part of their body. I mean,
Yeah.
they're willing to do that. But the way they try to sell it to you is as if it was for your benefit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely, and that's what we've always said from the beginning. That whenever they come at you saying, this is for your benefit, this is going to help you, this is going to keep you safe, or this is going to be more convenient for you, then you've got to be in red alert when that happens.
Well, when you have a dealership, someone that's selling you something, trying advertisements,
Mm-hmm.
when they advertise a product, a new product, even an old product that's been updated, and when they advertise that to you, are they trying to convince you that this product is going to make it better, make your life better? Or are they advertising that you need this product because you just need it, because you need to spend this amount of money, you need to put your money somewhere else, you need to blow your money, you need to burn your money, you need to spend it just to go buy something else? No, they always try to sell you a product that's going to make your life easier, better, healthier, whatever the case may be. But it's always something that, this is for you. I'm trying to help you out. This is really for you. It's not for me.
Right.
I don't get anything out of it. That's what they try to sell you, and you're going to see that today. We have a few videos to share with you in articles, but let me share the articles with you first. And if you can give me number 3 and number 4, we're going to go back to back on those. And the reason I want to share these with you, because on one of these videos, you're going to hear how important AI is. In fact, they acknowledge AI as if he is a god. Oh yeah, you're going to hear that. But I really want you to see what is happening. And is there a way out of this? No, this is going to be pushed no matter what.
Yes.
So as you see this right here, this is AI wedding. A man married AI. I mean, how is that even possible? That's my question. How is that even possible? And who in their right mind will say, if you were, let's just say 30 years ago, if somebody said, yeah, somebody's going to marry a computer, a machine, a robot, a thing on the computer.
Right. 30 years ago, people would have said, you done lost your mind. You'd have done lost your mind. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, they would say, hey, we need to put you in a hospital.
Yeah.
If that person, we need to put you in a hospital.
That person needs to be at the hospital.
Yeah.
Can you
share the other article? So then think about it. This person marries a machine. It's like, I mean, I I couldn't do that. I mean, I have Dora here. Why would I do that? I mean, and then go on here, right here. Man who married a hologram 3 years ago. After 3 years, he can't even communicate with her. Think about it. Now, that may happen to people that like to get married and divorce. Hey, I don't want to talk to her. It's 3 years. We're done. Peace out.
Peace out.
But think about this. What do you think this is doing to the mental state of this person?
Yes, that's the true question. Is how does this person their way of thinking?
I mean, there were already something was wrong mentally to marry this AI, and now you're not married to this AI anymore. What's next? He's probably going to look for the next program. So let's get to what we're going to talk about. No, let me give you a funny video first. Which one should I do? Let me give you number 5. We'll do 5. If you can give me 5, and I want you to watch this one, and then we'll get into the actual video so you can see what we're talking about. And I want you to, when we watch these videos, just really listen to them. But let's play this one first.
No sound because
Music.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Facebook automatically wants to. But first of all, what you doing dancing out in the middle of the road, and then bam.
My thing is that she's running after her wig. It's like, yeah, okay.
It costs a lot of money.
No,
don't
I'm
they?
sure they do.
Mhm.
I'm sure they do. I mean, I don't know it personally.
You sure?
Snatch it. No, I don't know that personally, but yeah, they probably do. Yeah.
So I better share that one with you. All right, let's get to it. Can you give me number 1? Now, there's a lot of people celebrating over this, what is being done here. You hear it all over. I want you to keep in mind what they are celebrating. We'll go ahead and play it. Well, I was saying, keep in mind. I'm saying we're going to go ahead and play this one. I just want you to keep in mind, what are people really celebrating? What are they celebrating about? You can see it all over the comments. If you just on this video, if you just go through the comments, and you're going to see how people are celebrating taking other people's rights.
New at 6, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants junk food stripped from SNAP.
Yeah, this is part of President Trump's plan to make America healthy again. Nearly a dozen states have agreed to the limits. Fox 35's Mike Emanuel has more.
The National Mall was turned into a bustling farmers market Monday, part of the Trump administration's effort to make America healthy again.
We need to lighten up some regulations that allow way more local food to be eaten.
And the administration is going further, approving more waivers allowing states to ban certain junk foods from the list paid for by the SNAP program, formerly known as food stamps.
Today, I'm proud to sign 6 more waivers for Florida, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Colorado.
The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, served more than 41 million people and cost $100 billion in 2024. Before the waivers, the funds could not be used to buy products such as alcohol, tobacco, or prepared foods. In May, Nebraska became the first state to get approval to also restrict soda and energy drinks. Proponents of the waivers, including Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., say they will incentivize Americans to eat healthier.
If you want to buy a sugary soda, you ought to be able to do that. But the U.S. taxpayer should not pay for it.
But industry groups like the National Grocers Association raised concerns the waivers could cause confusion among consumers, saying it's up to the government, quote, to determine whether their goals are being met without negatively affecting access to nutritious food. This year, SNAP has served a monthly average of 42 million Americans with about $188 in benefits.
I know what people are. Some people are thinking, well, us taxpayers pay for that. I get it. I'm not arguing with you on that part. But for someone to say, here, we are giving you this, but you can't purchase this type of food. We're going to tell you what food you can purchase. Just think about it. You were able to purchase whatever food it was in the first place. And now they're going to say, no, we're going to do this because of health reasons. We really care about your health. If they did, don't you think they would give you free membership? Don't you think they would say, you know what? Because we really care about you. In order for you to get this SNAP benefits, what we're going to do is part of the condition of the SNAP benefits, we're going to test you. We're going to test you for drugs. We're going to test you to make sure that you are drug free. We're going to make sure that you part of that you have to get the SNAP benefit is you're going to have to go work out. So we're going to give you a card so you can scan in and you open the gym and you're able to go work out to make sure that you're healthy. I mean, why not do that?
Right. And also from the very beginning, if it was all about your health, then stop poisoning the food.
Yes.
To begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Stop poisoning the food that's here in the U.S. and that we're importing into the U.S. from other,
why are we shipping meat
Yes.
to China and then bringing it back from China?
If it was all about health.
Mm-hmm. But what is really going on here? They're conditioning the masses to say, yes, it's okay for the government to tell you what to eat.
Right.
You may say, oh, no, that's for the SNAP people. Oh, no.
That's just the beginning.
We're about to show you a video of the president, of his board members, of his staff, talking about this is coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
You will also be controlled of what you eat and what you don't eat. Oh, yeah. Watch. If we can give me that number 2 video, and we're going to cut some clips. We're going to show you some clips off of it. You can sit back and you can watch the entire video at your own time because I think it's like 30-something minutes, 40 minutes. You can watch it all. But I want to show you these clips because I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be so you can see what really is going on. Listen to the words. Listen to exactly what they're telling you they're doing to your face.
Very much for being here and helping out. I also want to thank representatives from Apple, Google, Samsung, Amazon, OpenAI, Anthropic, Epic, Oracle, Athena Health, Noom, and that's not a bad group of people. Wow. And they're the top people. We don't play games. You know, when you invite people to the White House, the top ones, that's a big net worth sitting in this room right now. Boy, oh boy, we better make sure the room is nice and safe. This is half the net worth of our country. I'm also grateful to be joined by numerous congressmen. I'm not going to name you if you don't mind. I'll probably never get their vote again, but it's too many. Thank you very much for being here. The Congress has been great. Senators have been great, and the congressmen and women have been great. We just passed the most important, I think, look, I can't say most important, but certainly one of the most, but the most consequential and the largest bill in the history of Congress. And I call it the great, big, beautiful bill. We call it different names, but it all means the same thing. For decades, America's healthcare networks have been overdue for a high-tech upgrade, and that's what we're doing. The existing systems are often slow, costly, and incompatible with one another. But with today's announcement, we take a major step to bring healthcare into the digital age, something that is absolutely vital. You got to do it. Moving from clipboards and fax machines into a new era of convenience, profitability, and speed, and frankly, better health for people. Under the leadership of Administrator Oz, we're officially launching the CMS Digital Health Tech Ecosystem to give healthcare providers, insurers, and software companies the tools they need to empower Americans with a 21st century experience on health.
Listen to every person he mentioned there, all the tech groups.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he need all the tech groups to come together and agree, hey, we're going to share information? Think about it. Because now your information is all of their business.
Mhm.
It's readily available to them. And they make it sound like it's difficult to go get a paper, a document, to go get your records from the hospital and say, you know what, I need my records that we have. Oh, here, well, let me print them out for you. Here you go. And probably today's age, they'll probably say, we'll email it to you.
Right. We'll just send the email.
But you'll still have the documentation. It's not difficult to have your documentation, to have your records, but they are selling it to you that way. Just think about that. Why else would they want everyone's records at immediate access to? Why? It's not so much the access part. It's if we have everybody's records in one system, everyone. And if we say today, this is what we're going to do today. Today, no one gets to eat this type of food. Click, send it off. So it gets sent out to everyone. Or we want these certain groups that have these certain conditions, as you're going to get to hear. And we're going to make it to where they can't go purchase something. We're going to either punish them, if you want to make it sound like that, but that's not how they make it sound. They make it sound that we're going to deter you to do certain things. We're going to encourage you to do something, and so on. And if they say this group that has this health issues or these conditions, right here, we're going to stop it. You can't purchase this. You can't do this. This is what you need to go purchase. If you don't go purchase this, guess what? Next month, you will not be able to use any of your funding that you have.
Yeah.
It's a punishment. It's a total control. Let's keep going. Let's go to the next part.
I don't know about you. They have all sorts of things, sir. They can tell you exactly what your problem is going to be in 6 years. We can do it. You know, they have all these different things. I don't know if they work or not, but I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. If they got a problem, I don't want to know about it right now. But it is amazing what they're doing. I don't know. Does it actually work? Can they do that? All right. Well, then I'm glad I said I don't want to know. But thanks to this announcement, health.
So they're going to be able to tell you because of these apps. And of course, you heard him say, I don't care if it works or not. I don't want to know. I mean, why would you say something like that? Why would you put something out there if you didn't know it worked? You're the president, right? Don't get it wrong, people. I know you're probably saying, oh, you're anti-Trump. No, we voted for Trump twice. Yeah. But to see what's going on and to stay silent is a whole different story. We're not going to stay silent. We want people to be awake and look what is happening. They're going to be able to tell you that you're going to have this certain condition in the future. No, they can't. They can try to predict. The only way they can tell you that you're going to have a certain condition is all those people that accepted that in 2020 and put that in their arms. Mm-hmm. And now they're predicting, yeah, you're going to have cancer. Oh, yeah, you're going to have health issues. And there's doctors out there speaking that was part of the agenda to cause a massive, evil, demonic health issues. Let's keep going.
3 weeks ago, I met with the Indonesian health minister. And Indonesia today is regarded as the highest flourishing nation on earth. Since 1990, it has increased the lifespan of its women by 8 years, of its men by 9 years. There's no country that has a record like that. And there are two major innovations that allowed them to achieve that extraordinary outcome. And one of those was to disincentivize people from eating processed foods. Oh, you are paid not to eat processed foods, and you are penalized for eating processed foods. The other innovation that really transformed Indonesia was allowing people control.
Did you get that? Move it back just a little bit so we can hear that again. Did you get that? Didn't we say, and we said this a few years back, that you're going to get penalized for eating certain foods? That you're going to get punished. You're going to get punished. And they say you get paid for eating good food. Do you really think they're going to pay you that substantial amount of income for you to eat good? No, they're going to say, here's a dime, here's a nickel. It's going to be something dumb. It's not going to be something that's so valuable that you say, all right, I get to go buy some houses. I get to go buy some vehicles. I get to go purchase a candy bar now. No, It's going to be something so tiny that it's just, hey, here, shut up. It's what we call shut up money.
Mhm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Record like that. And there are two major innovations that allowed them to achieve that extraordinary outcome. And one of those was to disincentivize people from eating processed foods. Oh, you are paid not to eat processed foods, and you are penalized for eating processed foods. The other innovation that really transformed Indonesia was allowing people control of their individual health records. He showed me the app that they use that everybody in Indonesia has. And it shows your height, your weight, your blood type, your BMI, your cardiac markers, your diabetes markers, your cholesterol, and any kind of individualized treatment.
You hear that? So if it shows all that to you, and all the big techs have that information because they are sharing, they said they're all going to share.
Yes.
Think about that. Everyone, all these people that have total control of the health are going to be able to tell everything about you, all your health conditions if you have any, what you've been eating, everything's going to be there. You just heard them, your heart rate. How are they going to do the heart rate? Do you know why? You know how they're going to do the heart rate? Remember, he said he wants everyone to have a watch.
Mm-hmm.
He wants everyone to wear a watch. You know, was it those Fitbit ones?
Fitbits, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He wants everyone around the world to have one of those on so they can control and monitor. How else are they going to control you? They can't control you off your phone. Do you know why? Because you put your phone down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this Fitbit watch, you wear it and it tells you the steps. It tells you everything.
Right. And there's another thing too, you know, there's a movie out there that these people had to, they were locked in their homes and they had to, like a certain time of the day, once a day, they had to literally get in front of their phone to get scanned, a face scan, in order to see if they were sick or not.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, wow, really? That's just movies. No, guys, that's exactly how they're going to want to do.
They're showing you what they want to
They're
do.
showing you exactly. And it could be a Fitbit. It could be, you know, an app on your phone that you have to put your thumbprint on. I mean, they already have that
Mm-hmm.
to where you unlock your phone with your face. You unlock your phone with your thumbprint. I mean, it's already there. The technology is already here. It's just how are they going to manipulate it in order to get what they want?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it came out of his own mouth that he wants every American to have a watch on them so they can monitor them. Why? Why would they want to monitor you? It's not for your benefit.
Right.
Why does anyone want to monitor someone else? It's not for their benefit. Right?
That you've had. So if you go to a doctor in another town, he doesn't do what we have to do here, which is to sit there with a clipboard and a fax machine in order to get your health records. It's available and it allows them to give better treatment, but it also allows you to make better choices over your life. And there's other apps like Yuka in Indonesia that allow you to choose good foods when you go to the grocery store. So you can turn your app on your phone and you can get full information of those foods. Well, now if you have your medical records, you can get personalized advice. And that app will also give you advice about a better alternative. So we're going to be able to, we met, Dr. Oz and I met with the former Prime Minister Rudd of Australia just before.
Can you tell me anyone that goes to their medical records, looks at their medical records, and says, okay, let me make better decisions on what I want to eat? I mean, there may be a handful of people, for instance, those that are real health oriented that want a six-pack and say, you know what, I want to make sure I get this six-pack, so I'm going to eat this, I'm going to have this diet plan. We've done it. And this is what we're going to eat for this time period. But they make it sound as you need to have it on your phone. And see, now you're able to open up that app. Okay, well, I'm going to make better decisions today. really? I don't think so. You know what that app is for? You're going to have to open that app up in order to buy groceries. Remember, they are literally building the beast system, and this MAGA people are so pushing it as, yes, he's doing everything better for us. He's doing this and doing this. I mean, yeah. Trump can do no wrong. Oh no, he's building the beast system before your eyes. Medical records, apps, stuff that you're going to put on your wrist, or which was like a Fitbit, but it's going to monitor you. We're going to digital currency, getting rid of cash. Why? Because everything is going to be implemented together in a device that the minute you decide to go to the grocery store, either you're going to scan your phone, you're going to scan your Fitbit, you're going to scan something in order to purchase, because there's no longer a debit card.
Right.
So in order for you to purchase something, you have all the big techs that are monitoring everything about you. And if you say something bad on social media that they don't like, which is something, if you tell the truth on social media and they don't like it. Ray and Dora did a video, and they discussed the truth. They told the truth. We're going to have to punish them for telling the truth. They can't go shopping today. They can't go buy groceries today.
Right.
It's all monitored. And yet people still don't believe that. It's right in front of them. In fact, I was arguing for, again, having this discussion with this lady that just wanted to keep going off and off and off. And it was a 2-day conversation with that person. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do what I said last time before. Is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior? Are you a follower of Jesus Christ? But conversation was over. It is that simple, because that's how blind people are that don't have Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. I'm telling you, if you don't have the Holy Spirit living inside you, that is warning you. And that's another thing. Are you listening? Or are you saying, no, that's hard to believe. I can't believe people are that evil. People can't do that. Oh, no, they won't do that. I know the beast system is coming. It's in the Bible, but I don't believe it's going to happen like that. I mean, you have people like that. Let's keep going.
Just after the election, during the transition phase, and he, after his retirement as prime minister, he ran a commission to reorganize the Australian health system, and they revolutionized it, and they vastly improved health in Australia. And he said the single thing that he did that was most important to that transformation was the transparency that occurs when people control their own health records, because it gives people the choice over their own health decisions and over their own lives, and it gives them a sense of responsibility and allows them to measure the interventions. If they change their diet, if they change their exercise, it can show you how many steps you took today. It can tell you if your glucose is spiking. And all of that information will now be available to American citizens. 60 years ago today, we passed Medicaid and Medicare in this country. And we have 60 CEOs in this room of these extraordinary companies, some of which the president just mentioned, and have all agreed voluntarily to start sharing information. President Trump, during his first term,
again, sharing information. When has it been so difficult when is it that you never had access to your healthcare information?
That was going to be my next comment, was when did that stop? That we couldn't, pick up the phone and call our doctor and say, or even when you go get your yearly checkup and say, okay, doctor, what is it that I need to be doing? What am I lacking? A pamphlet after pamphlets after pamphlets that the doctor has there in his office to tell you how to eat proper, what you need to eat, what you don't need to eat. I mean, endless information that you have right now on the internet that will tell you, what's a good fats, bad fats. I mean, just all you have to do is research. That's it. And they're making it sound like you've never had that information.
Yeah, as if you never had control of your own medical records. like you had no control of it, that you could not, that you had to get a warrant or a subpoena or something in order to get your records. No, in fact, law enforcement and other agencies have to get a subpoena in order to get your medical records. And even then, it's still difficult for them to get your medical records. That's what that is. Did you hear what I just said? Law enforcement, government agencies, the government themselves, that have to have a reason to get your medical records. And even then, it's like pulling teeth in order for them to get your medical records.
Yes.
And in this instance, they don't have to have a subpoena, they don't have to have a search warrant, they don't have to have anything. Why? Because they are all sharing information.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the big
Does it
difference.
sound like it's for them or for you?
Mhm.
Let's play the next clip.
Message from a friend whose wife has been suffering from a chronic illness for something like a decade, and they've been trying to figure out what it is. They've never been able to figure it out. And I just want to read this to you right off my phone. He said, I uploaded my wife's blood work into one of our leading AI engines on Friday. It essentially diagnosed her as having a rare genetic defect that causes bone marrow failure. It's caused every single thing that's happened to her. She has every single symptom. It started at exactly at the same age of presentation. It's 10 people out of 1 million. There's absolutely no way this is not it. So, wow, it's really an incredible example of what AI is already able to do just today, and we're just getting started. And this was one person putting his wife's data in one of our consumer AI apps, and he's already been able to get that diagnosis, and that's going to help them tremendously. The key is the unlocking of the data, because the more data that AI has, the better it performs. And so, kudos to Dr. Oz, Secretary Kennedy, for this pledge today. They were able to get 60 major companies across different sectors of the economy to agree to unlock their data so that AI can use it to drive better patient outcomes. And this is, all due to your leadership and President Trump's leadership to put the American people's healthcare needs first. Did
you get that? The more information AI has, the better it is. And then they're unlocking information. I'm telling you, they're looking to AI as a god. And you're going to hear that in a minute they don't specifically tell you that AI is God, but just the wording that they're mentioning, how powerful and how they look to AI, instead of saying, you know what, people, we need to come together and actually worship Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. And we need to ask him to help us. So let's continue.
In 5 years, Medicare, the trust fund that we met at actually Treasury with Secretary Bessent and Secretary Kennedy as trustees. It goes bankrupt in 2033, and that is actually a conservative estimate. It could go bankrupt as early as 2029. Thankfully, due to the economy, that's not going to happen. But we don't want to have to take that risk, and there's some fundamental changes we need to make accordingly. Now, there's one other big reality about making the system more efficient, which is why what everyone here is talking about is so critical. And let's just pick an average American born in 1964. That average American born in 64 will retire this year at age 61. If just that one group of people born in 64 could work 3 years longer because they're healthy, because they feel like they want to do it, because they feel vital and vigorous and they're flourishing, just that 1 year working longer is $1 trillion to the U.S. GDP, and it's $300 billion of tax revenue to pay for a lot of the problems that people are concerned about. So it's not just keeping people out of the hospital, getting them to thrive and flourish that makes what we're doing so critical today. I think there are a lot of...
Did you get that? So do you think it was really about people's health? Or was it about to monitor people that are healthy to make them work longer?
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? We have your records. You don't get to retire. Mm-hmm. We want you to continue working so we can have trillions of dollars extra. You don't get to retire. You don't get to get these benefits. You don't get to do any of this. We have your records. You can't lie to us and tell us that you're not healthy, because you are healthy. I don't care if your back hurts, your legs hurt, your knees hurt, whatever. You're going to go work because we need trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, now they're going to penalize you for being healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are older. you know, because you're of age, but yet
You're of age of retirement.
yes,
but
your
guess
age
what?
of retirement, but there is no such thing anymore because you've been, you know, doing the best that you can. You've been taking care of yourself. It's like, okay, since you've been doing that, you need to work longer. You can't retire yet. You have to work longer to make us more money.
Yeah, I saw my daughter's reaction on this one whenever. But yet people out here can't see it.
Yeah.
They can't even figure this out, what they're doing. Yeah, you're of age of retirement, but guess what? Because you're thriving, I mean, it make it sound so good. No, they want to retire, they're done. No, you don't get to retire. You're going to get to work because we want more money. Again, what does the Bible say? The love of money is the root of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
And you just saw it being said right now. You're of age, but since you're healthy, we need you to work, to continually work, so you can bring more trillions of dollars. Why not go back and say, you know what, we need to cut all funding from the government and say, you know what, if you're out there, if the government's spending a ridiculous amount of money off of stuff that doesn't need to be spent, stop it. Mm-hmm. If these politicians don't go to work, as a lot of us need to go to work in order to get paid, then they don't get paid. You know how they always, every year it comes out, well, we're going to shut the government down. Well, guess what? You don't get a paycheck. It's that simple. But no, they're always trying to find more money for people to pay for more money.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You'll get insights based on your records if you want. You don't have to take this, but if you desire, Amy Gleason is one of the smartest people I've ever worked with, has built a mechanism to be able to get you that information in a way with all these partners helping so that you can get nudged to pay attention to what you're eating and avoid processed foods that Secretary Kennedy smartly and wisely highlighted is so dangerous to our well-being. All this, by the way, is that will be at the fingertips. In addition, advice about which doctor to see, when to go see them, nudges, reminding you why I didn't do certain things. If you're a doctor like me, it's a very different story. It's to help you navigate the system better. It's giving you advice, decision support, which is becoming increasingly important as medicine gets more difficult. But I'll tell you the best.
Are you listening? Even the doctors are going to be told what to do through these apps. You're going to be nudged on what you're supposed to eat, on your appointments, and so on. That's going to be part of the system. And if you don't go to this appointment, guess what? We will cut your benefits. If you miss this appointment, guess what? You don't get your benefits. Mm-hmm. It's all, and they say the nice terms, nudge, advice. It's not advice. This is what you're going to do. Right. You're part of the medical board. You either want your medical license or you want your license to be revoked. This is what you're going to do. How many doctors during 2020 that we heard that they removed their licenses because they refused to jab people or because they spoke against of what was going on and told the truth, that their licenses were removed? Think about it. Now you can have total control through an app. Now, this is a lady, I mean, I don't know her heart, and she might just be blind on what she is about to say, but listen to what she is saying about AI, humans and AI.
We would have diagnosed her faster. And if we had just had today's AI, then they could have connected the dots that the humans missed. Today, Morgan takes 20.
If we had AI, they could have connected the dots that the humans have missed. Think about that. You're putting AI up here to the humans when the only one that is above humans is God the Father, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. But they're putting AI up here at a pedestal, at a level that, of course, Satan always wanted to be.
Yes.
This is what they're doing. They're looking to AI for everything. Everything is going digital. And yet, pulpits are quiet. A lot of people still don't see what's happening. That's the sad part. You heard many times, you watched the video, many times they're talking about nudging people. Why would you nudge? Why would you want to nudge the population? Unless you want to steer them in a direction, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've been doing it through shows, movies, television, news media, social media. They're doing it right now. So people, we're trying to show you for people to be awake and see what is really happening. You know, this video here, it's only got a few thousand views. I figured it would have millions of views. Only a few thousand views. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's mentioning what is going on. No, where's the outrage of saying, wait a minute, I don't want big tech to have my medical records.
Yeah.
I mean, where's that? Well, I don't want you to nudge me and tell me what I need to eat and what I don't need to eat. Yeah.
Well, and it's just, questioning the motive behind, okay, you say this is going to, be something good, but why do I need this? What do you get out of it? That's why, we always say, you have to question what is the end result?
Well, he kind of did tell you the end result.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to work longer.
Yeah.
Because we need trillions of dollars.
We need more money.
Yeah. It wasn't about your health after all. It was for us to monitor your health so we can make you work some more.
Yes. And do you not think that, once they get that control over your health, that they will eventually end up saving themselves a lot of money because they're taking away from you what you have worked for, what they are going to take it away because of, you can't eat this, so you don't
actually,
eat this much
if you look at Medicaid and you look at those that the doctors that work for them, it's not so much the doctors, but it's what the insurance is willing to pay. Mm-hmm. It's like pulling teeth, as if you have to do all these procedures before we're able to do surgery. Mm-hmm. So if we do all these procedures, maybe you'll die before you get to the last procedure to where we have to do surgery.
Definitely. Yeah.
So then if they have this in a digital phase, that operates a lot faster than writing it on a piece of paper. Why? Because as it has it, everyone has access to this. And then they can say, well, I'm sorry, but this doctor that does this specific surgery isn't available for another 10 years because of all these other people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you, the love of money is the root of all evil. So that is a root that is down, it's planted down. It's so ugly and evil that God says that's where all evilness comes from, is the love of money. Because the love of money, they will do anything and everything for that dollar. Mm-hmm. I've seen people like that they're that awful that they will do anything for a dollar. I'll give you an example. When I was working patrol as a patrol officer, and we went to a scene, I won't give you all the details of it, but we went to a homeless camp. We were called out to that. So we went to this homeless camp, and in a homeless camp, I mean, are there good people and there's bad people? Yeah, there's good and bad people in every place. It doesn't matter where you are, in every race, every religion, it's all over. It doesn't matter. So we went in there, and what happened? One person ended up killing another person over some shoes. Think about that. And you may say, well, that happens in the gang related and everything. Love of money. This is over shoes. And you may say, well, they're broke. It doesn't matter what race. It doesn't matter what nationality. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much little you have. It doesn't matter. When you love materialism, objects, stuff like that. In fact, I shared a scripture today that reminds me. I shared this scripture, and in fact, I'll look it up right quick. I shared this scripture today, and it is Luke 12:15. This is Jesus, and he said to them, "Take heed and beware of covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses." Why is that important? Because if somebody loves their possessions, they will do whatever it takes to hold on to their possessions.
Mhm.
If somebody doesn't have certain things, covetousness will get you to be evil, to sin in order to get something.
Yes.
That's why Jesus is saying, take heed and beware. Right there. That should tell us, look, be cautious. Because evil people operate that way.
Mhm.
Evil people love money more than people. And they will do whatever it takes for that dollar.
Yeah.
So, let me leave you with this last video. And Joe says she want to try this. So we're going to have to go find.
Fine.
We have to go to a rodeo and raise her hand for volunteering.
To volunteer. Not me.
No mames, de mamada, güey.
We won't play it again, but stop. I want you to pay attention to the lady. She grabbed her drink. Look, she held on to her drink. She let go of her drink, but that's where her bad decision was. Because she should have took off.
She should have took off.
See, she gets it twice. But she held on to her drink. She wasn't going to let go of it.
Yeah, but she was like looking at, I guess where she was going, and then boom, swiped her again.
But I caught that when I first saw her. So that lady held on to her drink right from the table. She picks it up. Watch, she just picks up her drink. She's holding on to her drink. See, that's it. She's taking off with the drink. You would think you'll drop everything and take it off, right? No. I don't know what people think whenever they say, yeah, sure, I'll go sit down and put me in the middle of the. No, everyone knows the outcome.
Yeah,
Everyone knows the
You're
outcome.
gonna get hit.
You're gonna get hit.
hurt.
Yeah.
Definitely. Especially, yeah.
But that's what that saying says. All I have to do is be faster than the other person. That's it. Or push them.
Push them. Yeah.
And she stood behind the other lady anyway.
She tried to.
See, she scoots in right behind her. She still got it.
She still got hit. Not for me.
So, guys, we are not supposed to be in fear, but we are supposed to be aware of what is happening. We are supposed to be paying attention to the times that we are in. Why? Because it is soon. It is very soon. It is more sooner than you think that Jesus is coming back.
Oh, yes, definitely. Well, guys, thank you again for joining us. Have a great rest of your day, your week, and we will see you on the next video.